Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment where we love pop culture. Today, it's time for another movie look back review. Now, for the most part, most of the movie look back reviews that I've done here on the channel, I had seen these movies at least one time, but every once in a while, I want to try to find maybe a gem of a movie that I never saw. So that's when I decided to research underrated movies of the 1990s, and that's when I came across this particular movie. Now, is it worth going to battle with these soldiers, or does this movie just deserve to be locked up in your toy chest for good? Well, let's get on with my movie look back review of Toy Soldiers, released back in 1991. The movie stars Sean Astin as Billy Tepper, Will Wheaton as Joey Trotta, Keith Coogan as Snuff Bradberry, Andrew Divoff as Luis Cali, and was directed by Daniel Petrie Jr. Now, the story of this movie is going to take place inside of a school called St Regis. It's essentially a prep school for young men. But for these guys, they're really going to wish that school was out for summer when Luis Cali and a group of his terrorists take over the school. Now, Luis and his group of thugs have decided to take over the school because many of these young men have family members who have high-ranking positions in their particular professions, and he believes that the government will give in to his demands of releasing his father because of this. Now, Luis and his gang of thugs, they definitely come here for the long haul, and they definitely want to get their point across. Now, in addition to coming equipped with your standard guns and knives when taking on hostages, they've also come with some heavy firepower, and they're definitely not afraid to use it to get their point across. Now, Luis and his men have also taken a head count of everybody there, and they've laid out these very important ground rules that if one of them tries to escape, they will eliminate 5 in return as punishment. Now, at the beginning of this movie, there's plenty of setup where we get to know these young guys just a little bit, as we get to see that most of them really aren't on the up and up, that they have some edgier traits to them. And it's going to be because of this that they'll have the confidence that when they see that there really is no other way out, they're going to have to take things into their own hands to try to defeat these terrorists. Now, when I was watching Toy Soldiers, I definitely felt like it took influences from the original Die Hard. However, the bad guy here in this movie is definitely no Hans Gruber, and our good guys are definitely no John McClane. And they actually resort to tactics more like Kevin McAllister to take on these terrorists, making it almost feel like a mashup between Die Hard meets Home Alone. Now, do I recommend the movie Toy Soldiers? Yes, I do. However, after reading the synopsis before I actually watched this movie, I thought it was going to be darker, more dramatic, and more intense. However, what I found was a more lighthearted action movie that was still very enjoyable. Now, as of this recording, Toy Soldiers is available to stream if you have a Hulu premium subscription, but if not, it is available to rent on various other platforms for as little as $2.99. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give the movie Toy Soldiers a 7 out of 10. But I think there's 2 very important things you need to go into watching this movie if I think you're going to like it. Number 1, you should be a fan of Sean Astin because he is here in the bulk of this movie, and he plays a very different role than most of us are used to. And number 2, and most importantly, I think you have to be a fan of 90s movies because this movie definitely screams 90s, and it doesn't feel like some Hollywood blockbuster movie either. It kind of feels like one of those movies that comes on Saturday afternoon on Channel 39. But that's part of this movie's charm. Now, have you guys ever seen the movie Toy Soldiers? And if you have, comment down below and let me know what your thoughts. And do you guys have any ideas for movie look back reviews that I should do here on the channel? Also comment down below because some of you guys have given me really good movie ideas that I've really enjoyed and checked out. Alright guys, if you like movie look back reviews like this, make sure you stay tuned in here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.